More about toys and Star Wars. We're joined by Jason Moser, toy analyst with Motley Fool. By the way, I've never heard of a title like that, but I think that's the best job I've ever heard of.
Well, generalist. I think toys are part of the deal.
Okay, stop everything. We have breaking news. You're going to tell us the ending of the movie. No,
I don't think I probably shouldn't.
He won't do it.
I did see it.
You did see the movie. What did you think?
I tell you, I was very impressed. I mean, I've been here from the very beginning with this franchise. I saw it when it first came out in 1977, and it was certainly very life-changing even back then. And so, with everything, with episodes 1, 2, and 3. They were held under a lot of scrutiny. I think there was some skepticism, at least going into this with episode 7. Personally, as a fan,
why the skepticism?
I think that it's just you're taking the episodes 4, 5, and 6 that were so good, so successful. They were followed up by 1, 2, and 3, which were less than stellar. So I think there was at least a healthy dose of skepticism going into this.
When Star Wars initially came out, and of course there were all these other episodes, this was way before the internet, way before there was all these theaters around the world. Specifically, I didn't even include China. How is this going to be different? I mean, this is a major, major global launch. I don't ever recall any other Star Wars being this global.
No, I don't think I do either. I mean, it's a really interesting point you make there, because I think even today when we went in to go see that movie this morning, I think there was at least, we were conditioned at least a little bit to really hope for the best, because you could even see on Twitter and all over the news the people who had seen the premiere of the movie. There were all sorts of great reviews, so we all kind of went in there expecting the best. I will say this movie definitely delivered. I think that Star Wars fans will enjoy this one, and it really sets itself up for a number of good movies to come.
All right, time to talk shop. Disney gets, I believe I heard, like 20 or 25% of every single toy that's sold that has a Star Wars on it. Is that right?
Licensing business is
okay,
very,
that
very
is the
lucrative.
licensing business. So what are the top toys?
Well, I mean, gee whiz. It could be anywhere from just the little figurines that are collector's items to the lightsabers that the kids like, to all the costumes and the masks that you see people wearing to the movie theaters. But I think what's interesting about this go-around here versus maybe what we saw in the past is how they convert this into digital success, right? We're seeing more games, apps, things of that nature that I think, companies will attempt to be more successful with, and Disney's certainly leading the way.
I almost get the feeling that the movie's not even that big of a deal. It sounds like all these toys and everything attracted to it. I heard they're building like, Star Wars land. That stuff is almost more important than the movie itself. Is that going to be the future of television, essentially? I
think it definitely has a lot to do with it. We've seen, properties like Harry Potter, for example. They've really capitalized on that with the amusement park property, and I think that we're going to see the same thing on both coasts here in the United States. My daughters are ready to go back to Disney World.
But by the way, a funny moment at the White House. You're looking at the it speaks for itself. The online movie distribution part of it. This wasn't around either back then.
No.
Now people are watching movies online. How are they going to watch it, and do they expect the revenue from that to match people going into the theaters?
I don't think it will. It's really interesting because we just saw all of these Star Wars movies become available for streaming online, for people to download and watch in their home. And so I really believe that they're going to really maximize this, getting people out to the theaters, creating the experience, so to speak, because I think Star Wars is one of those unique franchises that can still do that. People actually want to go to the theater, experience it. I mean, what other properties do you have people waiting in line for 10 days just to get tickets to go see?
It's wild. Very quickly, we're almost out of time. We joked earlier, it was a serious comment by Goldman, does this beat Titanic and does this beat Avatar? Is this going to be the biggest movie ever?
I don't think we even look at it in the context of 1 year. I think when we look at it in the context of 40 years, I think it's a no-brainer. Star Wars is one of the biggest franchises, if not the biggest franchise ever, and I fully expect Disney to be making these movies when I'm old and gray to my last days on this earth.
All right, let's leave it there. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you.